Abomination! No, not that one. Yeah, that's the one. We're talking about the new trailer for the Rings of Power Season 2. Now, you would think that with all that happened with Season 1, that Amazon would have made some changes, like a light would have come on somewhere and someone would have done something to make Season 2 better. Well, I guess not. Welcome back to Pop Radius, guys. I don't know how many of you were able to finish all 8 episodes of the first season of Rings of Power, but if you did, consider yourself one of the few. Now, I may not be the most knowledgeable on the world of Tolkien. There are people who know a lot more about all of the ages, who did what, when, and who they did it with, but I do know a good chunk, enough to know what an abomination this Rings of Power Amazon series has become, because Season 2 looks like it isn't going to be any better than the first one. Nothing was learned. The writing and production team on this TV show didn't take any of the criticisms to try and make a better season the second time around. And it shows from the very first line of dialogue in this trailer. It's on the nose. There's no subtext. There is nothing for our minds to wander with.
An evil, ancient and powerful, has returned.
It would have been better for any character just to say he's back or he's returned. Leave a little mystery in what is said. The audience would know what those 2 words mean, and the rest could be for our imagination to fill in the blanks. This is called subtext, the unspoken or implied meaning behind the words that are actually written or said. We don't need it delivered in a literal speech by Durin IV. The next line is said by one of the most disliked protagonists ever to appear in a TV show. You know who I mean.
There's a tempest in me.
Yeah, she's the one. And watch how this whole snippet unfolds. It's so orchestrated to the motion of the camera. I mean, it just looks incredibly fake. Like, watch them all wait for the camera to swing around before they pull out their sword or make any action. It's one of the things that infects this entire TV show. The dramatic effects, they all feel contrived. The sets look and feel like sets.
Oh God, is it bad?
It doesn't have the feeling that there's an invisible camera filming a real world, a real place, where the characters that are in it are living real lives. The world building is such a disappointment given the massive budgets that this show has. When you watch the Season 2 trailer for Rings of Power, you get that same feeling that you got during the first season. The feeling that what you see doesn't fit together to create a believable world. It looks fake. It feels fake.
Go on.
Everything from the sets to the casting, and I find it hard to even pick one casting choice that I would consider to be good, and that's pretty sad. The costumes look and feel like costumes, and the hair and makeup. I mean, my God, do I even need to comment on the hair? I know you know, so for me to mention it is only stating the obvious. The Harfoot story has the excitement worthy of a Smurfs movie, but we don't get to see them in this trailer, and that may be the only good thing about it. But if they keep the story moving along where they left off in Season 1, their Season 2 storyline should be just as clumsy and boring. Look, it's Anatar Sauron. He's got the blonde hair. I mean, look at that. I'm telling you, everything looks half-baked in this TV show. Nothing feels convincing. Look at the extras running around in the back. I mean, you know their instructions were to just run around randomly.
Just run around till I got tired.
It's like college students were given $100 million to make this show, which is head-scratching because there are some talented production people involved in this thing. Now, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this trailer for Rings of Power Season 2 is promising nothing but more of the same. Now, you know, that actually might have some entertainment value in itself, and I have no doubt that Season 2 is going to get more than its share of hate watching, which might be the majority of views that this thing gets, because finding someone who genuinely likes the Rings of Power, well, I don't think I've ever met one. It's being released on August 29th, and we can be sure that there's going to be 1 or 2 more trailers that Amazon is going to release that can get the same ratio treatment as this one did. So sad. And that's all I got for you guys on this one. I'll see you in our next video.